Yo, it's the stock market recap where we cover the stock market and I show you how to use technical analysis. Let's check out the charts and let's see if we can find any clues for what could potentially happen next week. Thank you for checking out the videos. I appreciate it. If you like what you heard, make sure you give me that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for all future content. And what I've done recently is I've started my online chart reading course. If you want to learn how to read charts and do your best in order to help you with the stock market, make sure you click that link in the description to get to the pre-sale for the online chart reading course. Speaking of charts, let's head to those charts. All right. S&P closed at 46.82.85. Record high was made last week, 47.18.50. Chart still looks good. Obviously, there's nothing wrong here. We bounced off of our 20-day moving average like we talked about last week. This week we made a hammer candle. And a hammer candle in this situation isn't bad at all. Just a nice little slowdown. All it shows is that it went lower during the week and came back to get near its highs of the week. And that's a pretty good signal. So there's nothing bad that happened last week. I like that price action. I actually like that it paused and didn't continue to just go rocketing higher. But I think next week we shall continue on. We close near highs, and you know that is one of the staples of chart reading. If you close near the highs, chances are you'll continue, and that's exactly what we did. Pretty close to it. Let's move along to the next chart, which we cover, which is the Russell, and we use ticker IWM. All right, IWM closed at 239.50. Record high was made this week at 244.46. And there's that zone we talked about for quite some time. We finally got out of it as we talked about how that 50-day moving average can help push it out of that price range. And it did, and we had a huge move. And this week we had some continuation. We fell back a little bit, but we're still above the old high. I would not be surprised if we do at some point in time test out that old high around that 232 area, I believe 231 or 232. But anyway, I think we closed near highs once again, although we were off about $5 or so, but we still are above the prior high. So with IWM, I still have my price target of 250. Let's see if we get there this week. All right, so that is IWM. Let's check out the Dow. For those of us on Thinkorswim, it is $DJI. Dow closed at, zoom in here, come on, there it is. All right, Dow closed at 36,131. Record high was made this week, 36,565.73. We got out of the range, we moved higher. Last week we did pretty good, and this week we also closed fairly close to those highs. Not too bad. So that is the Dow. Look, this stuff is pretty easy. Everything's just moving up. So we're moving along pretty quickly in these chart reads. There's nothing alarming popping up. Let's go to the Nasdaq. And that is going to be ticker NDX. All right, the Nasdaq closed at 16,199.89 cents. Record high was made last week of 16,454.48 cents. And as you can see, the chart is beautiful, just like the other ones. Listen, again, when it's this simple, there's really not too much to say other than the market is continuing to go up. We have got the S&P and closed near record highs. We've got IWM, who made a record high and closed, and not too far from it, but we're still above the old highs. We've got the Dow, which also made a record high, and it closed near it and still strong with the trend. And then we also have the Nasdaq, which also closed near its record high. Its record high was made last week. But all four indexes are strong. And I'm talking about super strong, to the point where the continuation is likely to happen this month. And let me throw in, November is traditionally a bullish month. You get lower volume, you got holidays coming up, and you got some tax moves. There's a whole other things that I can tell you. But it's traditionally a bullish month. So I expect the market to likely continue. The path of least resistance is higher. That's going to be it for this week's market recap. I want you to check me out. Sign up for the online chart reading course. New episode of Stocks and Bars is out, and always make sure you check out my fellas, Marathon Money. Get you your water. Keep that inside your body. You are primarily made of water. Make sure you get that in. You get you some fresh air, and make sure you live, laugh, and love. You only have so much time. Make sure you take the most out of it. All right, and we'll check you next week. Peace.